Chapter 4, Displacement. I was officially single again. I had a chance, but I threw it away. I believe it was for the better. I turned around to look at the anime playing on my television. It was one I had turned on to try and pass the time. I made the right choice, but I sure don't like being back in Loser Town. I groaned and quickly sat up. It was 3 days ago. That was all that went down? Or that all went down, rather? Sure felt like it. I had decided to skip the rest of the school day after that day, and I took today off because I felt under the weather. Or at least that's what I had told myself. Going to the club had become exhausting. Both Monica and Yuri were avoiding me. I guess it made sense. But I just wanted things to go back to normal. They never can, though. At least, not that I think they can. Well, that's pretty depressing. Damn it, I need to stop thinking about all of this. Today was supposed to be a mental health day. Ugh. I just needed to be distracting myself. So I sat down at my desk and turned on my laptop. I can probably just play a computer game or something to pass the time. But upon booting up my computer, I took notice of the files on my desktop. Files that, even if torrented, still meant something. Biohazard2.exe. Mr. Kennedy. Oh, I love this game.
My dad was a huge nerd. Hey, Hallie, do you think we'll be like that? Together until the very end?
I shut the laptop. Together forever. What a joke. I held a finger to the bridge of my nose. It didn't even last, what, 2 weeks? Hell if I know. But that's way too short for a relationship. Well, I mean, if it's a relationship you know isn't going anywhere. And I cut it off. I ruined the whole thing. It made Monica cry. Because I wasn't in love with her. You were probably still in the questioning phase, genius. That's common for new relationships. I also just name-dropped Yuri. I really kept her feelings intact, huh? But all of what I said was true. I could have been lighter on the delivery, yeah. I was blunt, maybe... No, I couldn't have been lighter about this. If there was one time in my life I needed to grow a spine and say it like it was then. My point would have been null and void if I had stuttered the entire time. Monica is... Hell, she'll be fine. She's strong. She has good willpower and knows how to handle emotions. She was on the debate team. Keeping cool is kinda what they do. She'll be okay. She's probably reveling in my absence anyway. I wasn't exactly good for her social status. Though one part of all this, that still rubbed me the wrong way. Or maybe it was the right way. Yuri. The girl I told Monica I loved. But the reason I question this is, do I really love Yuri? Or was I just lying to her so we could move on from the topic? I thought back on all of my time spent with the purple-haired beauty. The reading, the chocolates, the decoration making, the chat we had about her knife collection, the festival, after the festival, our lunch at the library, me calling her cute, and how I began avoiding her. Crap. No! God, no! I've made a terrible mistake. I put a hand to my forehead. I began avoiding her because I was confused. I began to avoid the lonely, self-conscious, anxious, shy girl. Smart moves, Hallie. I fell into my bed, feeling pure devastation consume me. That was probably 2 relationships now that I'd screwed up. And what else did I even have aside from those 2? Natsuki hates me. The insults make that pretty clear. She wasn't that mean to you. And Sayori? Well, damn it, I've been ignoring Sayori too. I can't remember the last time she appeared in this mod, even if unintentional. And she was feeling especially down in the week before the festival. I should really check up. Nope. Sayori is not who I needed to be worrying about. As far as I was concerned, we were still friends. I needed to focus on Yuri. Why you aren't I? Me and Sayori have always been friends. She's fine. Of course she was. What I didn't know was if Yuri was fine. I sat up and pulled out my phone. I needed to give her a call. I just needed to make sure. And well, I needed to own up. I needed to apologize. I turned on the phone, but cringed when I saw the battery life. 9%. I could make the call, but I had to make it quick. I pressed the phone app and scrolled to my contacts list. Dad, Monica, Sayori, Yuri. I need more friends. I hit the call button and put the phone to my ear. Like how Natsuki's phone number's not in there. I looked around my bedroom as I waited for her to pick up. I looked at the clock on my wall. 10:26. I pulled the phone from my ear and quickly hung up the call. She was still in class. Hopefully she had decided to leave her phone in her locker. I groaned and fell onto my bed. Shortly after, I lazily plugged my phone in. Might as well let the damn thing charge. I'm not going to be calling her for a while. I rolled over and stared at my ceiling. How could I approach this? I needed to see if Yuri was okay. The only issue was that she was in class, and I can probably call her at lunch. Or I could just walk over there at lunch. Yeah. It'll mean a lot more if I say it to her face. Plus, she couldn't get angry and hang up on me. Surely this couldn't backfire horribly. And surely that wasn't any kind of foreshadowing. Lunch is at 11:30. I have about an hour. What can I do until then, though? I never ate breakfast. I guess I know what to do. I got off the bed, walked out of my room, and down into the kitchen. I should invite Sayori over. She enjoys breakfast, and I'm sure she would. She is also in class. God damn it. I opened up my fridge. And I am completely out of food. I groaned. Today is just not my day. I pulled over a notepad and wrote down a list of groceries. Bacon, eggs, bread, mustard, deli meat. Good lord. I tore off the page and grabbed my jacket. I wanted to pass the time. Not pass the time with chores. Well, it's your own fault. Why on earth is bacon so cheap? That's not usually the complaint about bacon. Turned to 62 yen. And for that much bacon? I tossed it in my basket. When I had everything I needed, I went and checked out. There was no small talk, which I was thankful for. I consider myself rather extroverted, but I cannot stand forced conversations. Shortly after paying, I left the store, bags in hand. And I was back home. I walked into the kitchen and put the groceries on the counter. First, a good breakfast. I grabbed a pan from the cupboard. Then I go talk to Yuri. Easy as pie. Surely. After cooking my breakfast, I sat down at my table and began to eat. This breakfast would be better with Sayori here. I really need to invite her over more often. Even if we drifted there for a while, she's still my best friend. Forget the ketchup. Or forgot the ketchup. Can't eat eggs without ketchup. Oh my god, you heathen. Okay, mate. I guess it's to each their own. I set down my fork and wiped my face with a napkin. My cooking skill only seems to be improving. I checked the time. I wondered how long I had until I had to go. 11:50. Ah! I stood quickly and put my dishes into the sink. Finally, I'm impressed you managed to do all this in 20 minutes. 15 minutes until lunch was out. I needed to get moving. I quickly rushed outside and began to run. I didn't know how long it took to actually get to school, but I can't be late. Why not just do this another time? Because I'm gonna lose my nerve, damn it! I stopped thinking and began to sprint fast. Okay. I breathed heavily as I slowed down. I'm here. I violently coughed. Let's do this. I slowly walked inside. I need to go to the library. Hopefully Yuri's there. Damn it, has it always been this far away? Feels like I've been walking for hours. When I finally arrived at the door, I stopped. I ran a hand through my hair and took a deep breath. Come on, I got this. I opened the door and spotted a purple-haired girl sitting at a table. It's time. No wimping out, Hallie. I walked up to her and I sat down at the table. Yuri looked up from her book and her eyes widened.
Hallie.
Hey, Yuri.
How are you?
I'm fine. I scratched my head. Look, can we just go talk outside for a second?
I don't really think.
Just come on, I said and stood up. Please?
Alright. Well, how are you, Hallie?
She stood up from her seat.
Lead the way.
I grabbed her arm and began to pull her along.
Hallie, calm down.
I slowed down. Sorry, but this is kind of urgent. You'll understand in a minute.
Okay.
Sorry to be mysterious, Yuri. We were now alone in the hallway. Let's do this. Yuri? I said and stilled my nerves.
Yes?
I want to apologize.
Oh, well, thank you. But why exactly are you apologizing? Nothing you've done recently has been worthy of an apology, I'm sure.
Damn it, Yuri! Yuri, I messed up. Okay? I screwed up bad, and I don't want you to just ignore it.
Ignore it? But what are you...
Yuri, please. I know that you don't like to see the bad in people, but you should for me, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a bad friend. I'm sorry for ignoring you. I'm sorry for leaving you alone like that. Please, I felt my eyes water. Don't hate me. God damn it, of all the times to start crying. I didn't mean for all this to happen. I just wanted us to be friends again.
Hallie,
She walked up to me and tilted my chin up.
I could never hate you. You're one of my best friends. And the fact that you apologized, it means more to me than you could ever know.
I smiled lightly.
But I do have one question.
Yes?
Why? Why did you do what you did?
The million-dollar question. Well, It's a little hard to explain, Yuri.
I have all the time in the world, Hallie.
I at least owe you that, huh? Ring. Damn it.
Just tell me later, okay?
No. I need to say it now. Look, Yuri. The reason I was ignoring you like that, a bunch of students began to walk through the halls. I was dating Monica, and I was confused. Okay? I was confused because I was having thoughts about you.
Thoughts?
Yes, good thoughts. Things about you that I shouldn't have thought about when I was with Monica. And that wasn't right, right? So I tried to distance myself. That was me ignoring you. And that was such a mistake. Yuri, that was probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made.
I forgive you. But why me? Why are you thinking about me?
Here goes. Because I cleared my throat. Because I wanted to date you. The world went silent. Yuri?
You wanted to date me. I have to go. I'll see you later.
Oh no. I just screwed everything up again, didn't I? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Not again! I slammed my fist into the wall. I was so confident about it. And for what? Why did I just say that? Of course she doesn't like me like that. She could never like me like that. I slammed the fist into my head and jogged off. I just needed to be alone. And I needed out of this school. Oh man, you're an emotional wreck, my dude. You're gonna walk through the halls.
He likes me. He likes me. Bathroom.
She needed to. Ring.
No. That's the second bell.
She squealed lightly. She needed to get to class. She can't risk messing up her attendance record. She can handle it for a class period, right?
Control your emotions the normal way, Yuri.
She exhaled deeply and pushed open the door to her class. She walked over to her desk and sat down.
Just focus on the lesson,
she said to herself, gripping her skirt tighter. As the teacher droned on, she only got more and more uncomfortable. She can't do this. Distracting herself wasn't working. She trembled.
Just why is... Ellie loves you. But why? Why someone like you?
She began to breathe heavily. He has to be messing with you. Oh.
He has to be lying. He could never love someone like you. Someone who can't even go 15 minutes without feeling the need to destroy her body.
She gripped her wrists.
Someone who can't have a serious discussion without needing a superficial way to control themselves.
She began to scratch at them.
Someone who messes with the beautiful vessel they were gifted.
She can't breathe. She began to scratch harder, the bandages under her blazer feeling like a barrier. A barrier blocking her from sweet relief.
Why?
She was shaking violently.
People were looking. Everyone was judging. Why? Why does he do this? What poor taste. It's so painfully obvious. Forget not loving someone like you. I'd never love you.
Yuri gasped suddenly.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
She slowly stopped scratching. She felt like she had surfaced. Surfaced after having been drowning for so long.
Ellie doesn't know.
She felt like she could cry tears of joy.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's not...
He's not messing with her. It's not some sick joke. He must actually love her. And if he does,
He loves you for you.
She giggled to herself. What was she worrying about? She laughed. Hallie would never make that sort of joke. He's too much of a sweetheart to do that. She blinked and wiped her eyes. Could she really have a chance with him? It would be nice. Though, she would have to keep this sort of thing a secret. That shouldn't be too bad, right? She's kept it a secret this long. It'll just take a few long-sleeved shirts here and there. Yeah, everything is going to be okay. Today was a little bit of a hiccup, but it'll be smooth sailing from here on out. Even if she kind of ran away back there.
Oh no, that's right. He probably thinks I hate him.
She stopped her train of thought.
No, quit overthinking this.
Hallie doesn't hate her. If he really loved her, he wouldn't begin hating her over something like that. It's gonna be okay.
All you have to do
She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and smiled.
is go and tell him that you accept his confession.
Her eyes snapped open. I sat at my kitchen table eating a bowl of noodles. I didn't want to bother cooking it. It was a bit of a disappointment. Though, after giving it some thought, not all hope was lost. Yuri is socially anxious. She very well could have just freaked out and ran away because she didn't know how to react. Yes. So I have two options. She hates me, or she just freaked out and ran away. That one. Well, I'm hoping it's that second thing. I really am. Yuri hating me is probably my worst nightmare. I stopped eating and chucked the remaining noodles. Thinking about all of that ruined any semblance of hunger I may have had. Urgh. I scratched my head rapidly. I need to give Yuri a call or something. Either that or talk to her tomorrow. Ugh. Oh, God damn it, today is Friday. If I want to talk to her tomorrow, it's going to be over the phone anyway. I might as well just get it over with now. It's been a few hours. I doubt she's going to be pissed off if I call. I doubt she's going to be pissed off either way, but I don't know about how her emotions work. Yuri is a complicated girl. I muttered and grabbed my phone. Here goes nothing. I unlocked my phone and scrolled to her contact. Yuri walked up to Hallie's door, hand over her heart. She hoped she wasn't making some kind of mistake. I pressed call and put the phone to my ear. I began to hear ringing, though, and it wasn't from my end. Her phone began to ring, scaring her. Sounds like it's coming from outside. What is that? I walked over to my front door. I can call Yuri in a second. This has just caught my attention. I opened up the door and looked outside. The ringing stopped. Huh. She took a deep breath, trying to calm her frayed nerves. Okay,
you can do this.
She walked up to the front door. Walked up the front door and put her hand out. But as she did, it suddenly opened. It suddenly opened.